Donald Trump has begun a quiet but sweeping purge of immigration court judges across the United States. 17 immigration judges were fired last week across 10 states, many of them in places like New York, California, Texas, and Illinois, states with huge immigration backlogs. According to the federal union representing them, these judges were removed without cause by the Department of Justice, with no explanation or replacement ready. And this is just the beginning. At least 20 more judges were dismissed earlier this year, including newly appointed ones who hadn't even started hearing cases.
These injunctions have allowed district court judges to be emperors. They vetoed all of President Trump's power, and they cannot do that. This has been a bipartisan problem that has lasted 5 presidential terms, 5 different presidents, and it has ended today.
This is happening even as the U.S. immigration system is overwhelmed. The case backlog now stands at nearly 3.5 million, an all-time record. And yet, instead of adding more judges to speed up hearings, the Trump administration is slashing them, slowing down the system even further. So what's going on? Why is Trump doing this? It's all part of a much larger plan. Trump's big beautiful bill on immigration is pushing for stricter deportation policies, more power to ICE, and total control over the immigration courts. Under this bill, immigration judges are being treated as at-will employees, meaning they can be fired at any time, for any reason, with no legal protection. This is a huge shift. Until now, judges were independent. They could rule based on facts and law. But with these changes, they may be pressured to align with Trump's political agenda. Legal experts warn this is dangerous. If immigration courts lose independence, they stop being courts. They become rubber stamps for deportation. And this isn't happening in a vacuum. Trump has also directed ICE to ramp up arrests at courthouses, restricted access to bond hearings, and blocked many asylum cases from being heard. Unions are pushing back. They've called the firings political interference, and are preparing lawsuits to challenge what they see as a purge of judges unwilling to follow Trump's hardline agenda. And civil rights groups are worried too. They say this could violate the basic rights of migrants, many of whom rely on these judges for a fair hearing, legal protection, or asylum. Remember, the people who appear before these courts are often fleeing war, violence, or persecution. These courts are supposed to be a last hope, not a political tool. But it also raises questions about judicial independence in the U.S. Can the president fire judges simply for doing their jobs? Immigration courts are part of the Department of Justice, not the federal judiciary, so technically yes. But firing them in bulk, with no explanation, sets a precedent that many say is undemocratic. For now, immigration cases are still piling up. With fewer judges and more pressure, migrants may face longer delays, unfair hearings, or no hearing at all. And for Trump, this is all part of a bigger message, that immigration, legal or otherwise, will face the full force of his government. What happens next could shape how America treats migrants for years to come, and whether justice in immigration court remains about law or politics.